with thought alone. And it is the first time that Tim has held Katie's hand in 7 years. That moment mattered to Tim and Katie. And this green goo may someday matter to you. This green goo is perhaps the vaccine that could save your life. It was made in tobacco plants. Tobacco plants can make millions of doses of vaccine in weeks instead of months. And it might just be the first healthy use of tobacco ever. And if it seems far-fetched that tobacco plants could make people healthy, what about gamers that could solve problems that experts can't solve? Last September, the gamers of Foldet solved the three-dimensional structure of the retroviral protease that contributes to AIDS in rhesus monkeys. Now, understanding this structure is very important for developing treatments. For 15 years, it was unsolved in the scientific community. The gamers of Foldet solved it in 15 days. Now, they were able to do so by working together. They were able to work together because they're connected by the internet. And others, also connected to the internet, used it as an instrument of democracy. And together, they changed the fate of their nation. The internet is home to 2 billion people, or 30% of the world's population. It allows us to contribute and to be heard as individuals. It allows us to amplify our voices and our power as a group. But it too had humble beginnings. In 1969, the internet was but a dream, a few sketches on a piece of paper. And then, on October 29th, the first packet-switched message was sent from UCLA to SRI. The first 2 letters of the word login, that's all that made it through. An L and an O, and then a buffer overflow crashed the system. 2 letters, an L and an O, now a worldwide force. So who are these scientists and engineers at a magical place called DARPA? They are nerds, and they are heroes among us. They challenge existing perspectives at the edges of science and under the most demanding of conditions. They remind us that we can change the world if we defy the impossible and we refuse to fear failure. They remind us that we all have nerd power. Sometimes we just forget. You see, there was a time when you weren't afraid of failure, when you were a great artist or a great dancer and you could sing, you were good at math, you could build things, you were an astronaut, an adventurer, Jacques Cousteau, you could jump higher, run faster, kick harder than anyone. You believed in impossible things and you were fearless. You were totally and completely in touch with your inner superhero. Scientists and engineers can indeed change the world. So can you. You were born to. So go ahead, ask yourself, what would you attempt to do if you knew you could not fail? Now, I want to say, this is not easy. It's hard to hold on to this feeling. Really hard. I guess in some way I sort of believe it's supposed to be hard. Doubt and fear always